Hello, YouTube. So I am a first time seller ever on Etsy or any commerce store at all. I've never sold on Amazon, Shopify. So I'm going to take you through my journey, my experience, show you my results, talk about my mistakes, what I would do over again to maybe help anybody else that's looking to get into it or is going to eventually start very soon. Again, I'm not an expert with Etsy, but I have done a decent amount of research before I did open my shop, but I still have a lot to learn. Now, I will say this, I do not want to reveal my store. The only thing I will say is I am in the home decor section of Etsy, and I'm only selling one type of product right now. So, for instance, if I was doing t-shirts and coffee mugs, which I'm not doing, it's only t-shirts, not coffee mugs and t-shirts. So it's one type of product, and I start off opening with about 45 products, and through the whole month, I added up about 20 more products. I think the 64, 65 by the end of the 30 days. So to give you a basis of where I started with how many products as well. And I am doing print on demand. So I'm not making my own products as well. So let's jump into it. Let me show you my store. So here's my chart of the first month, April 16th through May 15th. As you can see, I did have 0 orders. Now, I'm not really that disappointed. I don't think most people actually probably get an order the first month. I really want to learn the process, get my store going. Really, that's my big goal the first probably 3 months. And if I get orders, that's great. If not, it's okay too. Now, the one thing you could do to get orders is obviously get friends and family maybe to buy a product. If you got cheap products, you could even, send them a coupon code or something like that for them to buy a product and give you reviews would help you. I didn't do that. The only person that knows this is my father. I'm kind of stubborn, I guess. I wanted to do this all on my own and build it and see how it goes. But that's kind of a tip that maybe would help you get some reviews and some sales, which does help you in your store. As of my visits, 149 visits, there's kind of went up and down. So it was not like a steady increase. Over time, I'm sure it's going to be more of an increase. But this almost looks like the stock market. Up and down, up and down. Also, too, ads. I only ran ads the last 2 days of my campaign. I did $3 and $5 daily ads. And I probably spent $3 and, 20 something cents, I think it was, over those 2 days. So even if you do $5 ads for a day, you're not going to spend all the $5 for what it's worth. So don't get scared on that. But I do think it's definitely probably worth it to do that. And that's these last couple of days, 9 visits and 8 visits for what it's worth. Social media. Now, what I do social media wise, I did Instagram and Pinterest. 4 visits, 1 visit. Pinterest, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I did make a board, a few boards and made several posts. I'm like, it don't hurt. It really does not take much time to do. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more to it that will take much more time, and I eventually want to learn it, but right now I'm kind of just winging on Pinterest. I've not ran any ads outside of the Etsy ads either. So I did not do any kind of Instagram or Facebook ads. I'm not on Facebook in my shop right now. Another little tip too, if you see right here, it says get a quick rundown. I didn't notice this for several weeks. You click on this, it will basically give you an explanation on all these things right here. Now I want to kind of talk about maybe a couple tips right here. Here's a tip I learned really about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, right towards the end of the month. Right here, you have something called your alt text. Add alt text images. This actually will help your SEO. So you can put down here, put a description. So fill those out on your photos. I didn't notice it for a long time, and I remember seeing somebody in a comment in another video saying they didn't notice it for an entire year. I definitely want to point that out. Now on this, you have to be in the old version. If you're in the new version of the listings section, which it takes to automatically now, it does not have this alt text at the moment of this video. So switch back to the old thing, the old version, and do your alt text. Another thing, make sure you do your keyword research. I'm using Sell Samurai. I do like it. They also have Everbee. There's I think about 4 or 5 of these tools people use to find keywords. So you can see your competition, find what people are searching for. So I'm not going to do a video on that right now on what I'm doing to keyword research. I probably will do a future video on that, but I definitely do your keyword research. Another thing is with your mockups, a mistake I made. I had to redo my mockups 3 times. I would make sure before you start doing your photos, get the mockups you want. I'm using Printify for my print on demand company, which I'm doing print on demand. So I'm not hand making my stuff. I was using their mockups, which I'm not saying they're the worst things ever, but you can definitely find better mockups. I would get your mockups ready before you do your listings. I've had to redo my listings again 3 times, and it's just a complete waste of time. So that's a quick tip to do to really save you a lot of time. Just do your research on other products that are selling well in your market, what kind of mockups they're doing, and you'll learn a lot. Also, I would do a practice listing. I would take a listing and I would go to the beginning and the end and not just do it to run through it real fast. I'm talking about get it to the absolute max you can have of SEO, keywords, mockups, everything. And then start doing the other listings. Because once you really get the hang of it, you can go through it pretty fast. I went through and did my first 45 listings just to get them up. And I didn't do all the attributes. I just did a few photos just to get. I would not do that because you're going to waste time. I had to go back and redo everything, go through all of them and do the attributes again. It's really a waste of time. So go through and do a practice listing, get everything maxed out so you think it's perfect, as close to perfect as you can get it. And once you figure that out, you can go through your next listings and it'll start to get faster and faster. That would be my big recommendation on that. One last little thing too, I will say this, being print on demand, I'm not doing, and being a news store, I'm not selling internationally, only to the US. I want to understand what I'm doing before I start worrying about going internationally personally. Second of all, I do have no returns, but I do put a disclaimer in my description. If you got any problems, please contact me and we will work on resolving the problem. Because if they do receive a damaged good, you can put a report in on Printify, and the company I'm using for my products, they will replace the product for you if it is damaged. So make sure you put some details in your description about that so they know you're not just going to scam them, and you will work through any kind of problems they receive with the product. So I do think that helps. But guys and girls, that's basically it. I'd love for you to follow me on my journey of this. I'm going to be doing updates and videos, tips, anything I learn, and definitely showing you my journey. Hopefully it takes off. I really want to get things rolling by the holiday season. That's my big goal. Those last 3 months of the year where people start holiday shopping, I want to have my shop really nice and good to go for that. That's really my goal now. So I'd love for you to follow me. If you got any comments, tips for anybody, for me, anybody else, please post it below. I would love to hear it because I'm learning, as probably many of you are. And I will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by.